Kenny Groom here, Beyond Normal Media. Our platform
Kenny!
is all about business owners normally, but I've been in some amazing spaces in a cigar lounge meeting incredible people, and we've been talking sports. The sports world is on fire. I feel like sports culture, it's seamless right now. There's a lot going on in terms of the world. The value of an athlete is definitely big now. And so I wanted to invite one of my brothers from the cigar lounge, Les Bless. He's got an amazing background. We'll dig into that, to this space here that we got today. How's it going, sir?
Hey, man, first of all, thank you. Nobody understands that this started off as a dare.
It did.
Like, I really do this. And I've been doing it. Yeah, so now if you listen to Kenny, you got to understand Kenny has a great voice. Kenny has a thirst for knowledge. He has an understanding. And then to go into the business perspective, I said, you know what, Kenny, the coolest thing that you're not talking about is the business of sports. Because if you look at it the same way you look at regular celestial radio and celestial TV, you'll understand what sports just functions the same way as a sitcom. A game functions as 3 hours, so that's 6 sitcoms. Same amount of commercials, you got the viewership, and then you're making money off the commercial. You got to understand the business of sports. It's just it's no different than a play or watching a movie.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
I don't think we want to equate it to that. I personally don't, because then it becomes like there's a thin line between it being like entertainment and then people just making parallels of like
you wouldn't say that about
WWE.
wrestling, right? You wouldn't say that about wrestling. It's the same thing.
It is, but it rubs me the wrong way having WWE on ESPN at the same platform that promotes sports. It just does. It just rubs me the wrong way. I'm sorry.
Or maybe it's a tongue-in-cheek way of admitting that it's all sports entertainment.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So why wouldn't WWE come home?
Be there. Why wouldn't it be
there? Yeah, because they're all. Yeah. But you don't want to know they're all the same thing.
That's
but then
true.
Because that throws into the like gambling is rigged and then
all that stuff. I don't go that far.
NBA has a script. Like you don't want to hear NFL has a script.
So we'll get to that. We're talking about but what I'll say is like when I was growing up, I think it was like the mid 2000s. They came out with that show about wrestling. Yeah. I'm not going to promote the platform, but we all, if you were around that time, right, you know the platform. And then that was like they pulled the curtain back. We were just talking about the curtain, and it was like I wish I would have never did this. And the mystique of it would have just remained. They're athletes, they're high flyers. I still think they're athletes in a way.
Very athletic.
But then there's the theatrics of it, and that component is what I don't drive with.
Okay. So you think, was life better? You know how like older people, when they talk to you, they be like, ignorance is bliss. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like life was better before somebody smartened you up to the business?
Yes.
Was life better before you knew Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy, and the Easter Bunny?
Before I knew them, or before I knew they were fake?
Before
I knew that. Before I knew they were fake?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was.
So ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I get it. And so I don't want it to...
Like, so sports sports is the last thing you got.
Yeah, it's like one of the last things for me.
I can respect that.
You know, and so...
I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm holding on to...
You're supposed to.
Yeah.
But a lot of it, maybe this might be the episode for it. A lot of it is the business of sports is like tribalism. If you split everybody up and give them all different colors and tell them that this color represents the area that you were born and raised in, then you develop a 40, 50-year commitment, 60, 70-year commitment. You got lifelong Bills fans that are being baptized and tossed through fake tables.
Yeah.
And you look at them and you go, I got a fan that I'll be able to get a couple of $1,000s a year from that person until they die.
Yeah.
And that's what go along with it.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that's like tribalism. Like you're going to split people up, give them flags and colors, and they'll fight each other, and then they'll go have a beer together afterwards.
Yeah, so we'll set the stage with this because you said you're talking about, I appreciate you, the business of it, the tribalism of it. Mm-hmm. You are a supporter of a team or a market, Baltimore
Ravens.
I am
perfect.
Yes,
that's
I'm
perfect.
a Carolina everything fan.
Oh, I feel bad for you.
You bring that up. I don't know if Charlotte has that tribalism for our particular team as a collective.
Right.
You live here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of other fans. Yeah, so there's a lot of fans here, and people just
transplant city.
Yeah, and then, I mean, our teams were expansion teams, so that probably was a big part of it. But I just don't think in a city like Charlotte, even the athletes, I don't think the athletes are going into it with that, hey, this is a 60-year commitment. I mean, personally, I think it's like, hey, my brand is what it is, and I'm going to maximize this situation. And I think that's cool.
Well, you only got it. Your fan base is what? Coming up on 30 years old?
Yeah, it's not that old. It's not that old. It's not that old. So I get it. I'm just worried that in another 30 years, I don't know if majority of Charlotte will be Charlotte, Carolina Panthers fans.
I'll ask you this then: what is Carolina culture? Like, what is the culture of Carolina? When you think of Charlotte, what do you think of?
Charlotte or Carolina?
We can do both. What do you think of Charlotte? What do you think
of? Banking city, trying to be like their big sibling cities. I don't know, like transforming. It's still rural. Charlotte is still pretty rural.
Very much so.
Yeah, rural as well.
Because Charlotte is a metropolitan, is extremely rural.
Yeah, it's really still rural. So the people who are from Charlotte, you know, they're calmer. They're like, and they can be more inviting most of the time. Like that's the stuff
still got Southern hospitality.
Yeah, you still got Southern hospitality. Those are the things I think of when I think of Charlotte.
Right.
And I don't know if any of the teams, I guess, and maybe this is where you weren't going or you were.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of the teams represent that.
Okay, so in juxtaposition, what do you think when you think Carolina? Watch this.
Carolina the state?
Yeah. Other than barbecue.
Barbecue, lots of farming, rural.
Yeah.
What else? We got good beaches. We get all the seasons.
That's our best kept. Like, you got to be here to know that.
Yeah, you got to be here to know that. But from the outside,
the only thing you know is University of North Carolina and Duke.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's a place that, as it's growing, it's still finding its identity. Now in culture, it's still finding its culture identity.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But all right, so let's take those schools. Those schools,
blue bloods.
They exist on their own.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, like they may slap a logo of a Nike or Jordan or whatever on their brand, on their jersey, but they are brands in of themselves. They're super valuable.
Yeah. And
I don't know if the average person, the average person in North Carolina probably does connect with Duke and Chapel Hill.
Yeah.
And it's weird. I never understood it.
It's okay. It's like when they say tenet, like things that you believe in life principles. Your life principles are, if you're a Duke fan, then it's praise God, and it's always Duke up.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you a North Carolina fan, it's praise God, and as long as we beat Duke.
Yeah. And I tried to stay in the middle of both those fan bases.
Really?
Yeah. I never picked
You got to pick a side.
I never picked one. I went to UNC Charlotte on purpose.
Okay.
Yeah, I went there.
Okay. That's real.
All my friends from high school, I went to high school in Raleigh.
What?
They were like, I went to high school in Raleigh.
And you picked UNC Charlotte?
Yeah, because I wanted to, it's going to sound bad. Most of my friends wanted to go to Chapel Hill, Duke, a little bit of NC State, and I was like, I'm going wherever nobody's going.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
And that's very vanilla. You got to pick a side.
No, I would never pick either of those schools.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, it just never, I went on the campuses. The campuses are nice. I get it. But we just have so many schools here. Why pick one school? And especially in my college days, I was like, I could just party at every single school.
Highest collection of colleges in the country.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is in North and South Carolina.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The highest collection of colleges in the country.
Yeah, I believe it.
If it's ever a place that you want to make money from 17 to 25, it's in Carolina, because it spins fast, it spins hard,
and most of the campuses are nice.
Yeah,
yeah, like they're.
You got great weather.
Yeah,
you got great weather. You got great women. You got great food.
No, that's fact.
Yeah, that's what
fact.
Carolina got. All of
Carolina got a good mix. We
got
a good mix. We got a good mix.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about Baltimore.
Okay,
what has made you stay to your Baltimore allegiance?
My Baltimore allegiance comes from, first of all, I was a University of Miami fan. So as they started to recruit and draft, and sign University of Miami Hall of Famers, I would, and they started in 1996. So in 96, at that time, I'm still a kid, like I'm a young kid. So at that time, you would be someone, if I had a school that I enjoyed and I loved and I was loyal, I'm still a U fan. And then I would go, where are those guys going and play? And then you see 2 or 3 of them on the same team, then you'll identify with that team.
That's fair.
Now, to the business of sports part of it, you don't realize, because I'm from a small place in Georgia. I'm from Augusta. So you look up and you say, I don't have a professional team. The closest professional team is the Atlanta Falcons and the Atlanta Hawks. I'm not a UGA fan. I didn't come from a UGA family. So I look up and I'm a University of Miami fan.
Okay.
When I see University of Miami, I say, okay. And then they take those guys to Baltimore. That's a small market.
Yeah.
In your mind, when you come from a small place, it's a big market. They got TV shows there. They talk about it on the news. You hear about it in your major news markets, CNN, ABC, NBC. They talk about it. So you say, you know what? Baltimore got to be a big city until you get there and you understand the business of sports.
Mm-hmm.
Business of sports tell you that every team that goes into a market has to be able to maintain that team. That's how you end up getting it. Baltimore has the Orioles.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore has the Ravens.
Yeah.
That's a mid-major.
Yeah.
When you think about it, you think the city of Baltimore could support an NBA team?
No.
Because they've tried several times and those teams always fail.
Yeah.
Same thing you could say for Charlotte. Do you think right now where we are, we could support a Major League Baseball team?
No, it would be based off of future growth.
Bingo.
Yeah.
And there's no guarantee in that.
Yeah, there's no guarantee.
There's so many places that's being built around this city and people aren't moving into them.
Yeah. I saw since the Canes won,
right,
they were saying that they feel like they should get, and Raleigh should get a baseball team instead of us.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Did you see the way they celebrated when the Canes won?
It was not good.
Right.
They were calm.
Everybody went to work the next day.
Yeah, they did. They really did.
The Knicks won a championship, and the people in New York City are still not at work.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They don't go back to work till after 4th of July. The parade was 2 Thursdays ago.
Yeah, I'd like to think Charlotte is better if our team wins.
I don't know about that.
I think we would celebrate a little bit more.
I don't know about that.
More than Raleigh.
I'm not
going to work the next day.
You're not going to work the next day. Would you get fired?
No, I'll just call out.
You would call out because you would
call
out.
They don't ask. The companies now, they're like.
But no, I ain't saying your reason. I'm saying you would call out because the Panthers won the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
You call out the Panthers won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I would definitely call out the day of the parade.
You would call, okay. So
and then
parade's normally 2 or 3 days later.
Yeah, so during the week, in the middle of the week, I'm calling out to experience that.
Because you're going to the parade.
Yeah.
The Knicks won the NBA championship, and nobody has resumed life.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, you can't do that here.
But that happens in LA.
Okay, name another city.
That happens in Miami.
Okay.
That happens, Atlanta's never going to win anything, so I'm not going to say it. That happens in Chicago. When the Bulls were winning them, everybody.
So you put Charlotte. We're talking about levels, so we're gonna get to level. I'm gonna transition this to levels of teams in a second. But so you're saying Charlotte is on the level of those 4 cities you just named?
No, that's the point I'm trying to make.
Oh, okay.
They can't sustain having another team here. We don't have the market to sustain having.
Yeah.
If we got rid of the Knights and we couldn't get a Major League Baseball team.
Yeah, and I think,
are we supporting our soccer team?
Nah, it's just a fact. And so, all right, you bring that up.
Right. In the middle of the World Cup.
Yeah, in the middle of the World Cup. I just don't know if Charlotte fan base will ever, I just said this. I don't know if they'll ever be that fanatic about their teams.
Ever.
Because I don't know when it's going to happen. Well, it's probably already happened where more people are not from here than here.
Definitely.
It's got to happen.
Definitely.
We got to be close.
Definitely.
And so those people, it's going to take them a while to get rid of their allegiances and then their kids. And so that's my thinking. It's going to be 50 years before that before that.
Yeah, we'll be. I'll be gone.
Yeah, I don't think.
No.
Yeah, like
I'm not even going. I ain't even gonna play with that. It's not even a thought in my mind that there will be a generation or two. So 20 years from now,
my kids may like a Mitchell and Ness, like Luke Kuechly jersey
throwback if they remember Luke Kuechly.
Yeah, if they remember him,
right.
I mean, if he's not in the Hall, is he in?
No, he's not in the Hall.
He's about to be though. Yeah, he's about to be.
Yeah, he's gonna go.
They'll remember players like that for like what they brought to the game, and then Cam is still around.
Right.
So there'll be elements of that, but it won't.
No,
I don't think it'll be.
No,
I don't think it'll be.
It's
all right. So we're talking about leveling. I want to transition to expectations because we always talk about what our teams are going to do, specifically the NFL,
right,
in terms of their records,
right.
And so the argument that was going down, everybody was picking their team, and we were going down schedules.
Yeah. Shout out to Poe. Shout out to Big Lou.
Shout out to our folks.
Yeah.
And the argument was who's going to have a better season, right? Let's just call it what it is: the Ravens or the Panthers.
Yeah.
Now, a better season for the Panthers is just us winning our division.
Winning your division.
That's a better season for us than you.
Well, you won the division last year.
We did.
Right.
So we had a good. You got to throw that out there, and I'm glad you brought that out. You brought that out.
You won a division with a losing record.
It happens. It's happened in the division
in Carolina.
Before.
Yeah, it definitely happens in Carolina.
Yeah, it happens in our division in Carolina.
In Carolina,
and so I'm not mad at that. But that's where, for me, the argument has to be okay. A good season for us is just us 500. 500. That's good for the Panthers. For the Ravens, the expectations, y'all have an MVP, two-time MVP,
and we won 2 Super Bowls.
Pro Bowl, Pro Bowlers galore. Yeah. Like we may have some years where we have Pro Bowlers.
Definitely, you had 2 Pro Bowlers this year.
Yeah, so we have some folks on it, but it's not like the expectation is for us to be at that level.
The expectation for you to be at what level?
Playoff contenders.
That's not what everybody's shooting for. I thought everybody was shooting for to win the Super Bowl.
No, I don't think so.
That don't even make sense to me. Okay,
I don't think everybody
from day one you want to win the Super Bowl. If I'm
going back to what we were just talking about,
business
it's entertainment. Yes, the business of sports.
Sport now. Oh,
so I do.
So you understand?
I'm learning. Yeah, I'm learning.
Okay.
I'm learning. Okay. I'm learning that, and that is again, it's just hard. It's heartbreaking to say, but the teams, the people, the powers that be, the stakeholders, they care about.
Selling tickets,
moving
merchandise, getting a good TV deal.
Yeah,
all of that sound like sports entertainment to me.
Yeah, that does sound like entertainment.
All of that sound like sports entertainment.
But it does come to a point where certain players, like a Lamar Jackson or a Melo Ball, I'm gonna put them. They're not the same, obviously, in terms of
But
impact.
I understand.
Yeah, like they bring a certain amount of value to the team.
To the market.
To the market. And it's usually a really high number. I don't know if the players always know their number, but I think they have a ballpark number of the value that they bring.
LaMelo Ball is very aware of his.
Okay. I was just saying, like, he knows he's worth a lot, but then the teams kind of position that against their return on revenue, that, I guess, right? Like their return, and it goes past like, okay, jersey sales. I don't want to say they're looking at the players' pockets, but it kind of feels that way at times to me.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. It's got to be mitigated. Like, understand if you're talking about the business of sports, when you are LaMelo Ball, right? I got a $300 million shoe deal. Mm-hmm. I'm looking for a $200 to $230 million contract.
Yeah, easy.
Right. I got my name, image, and likeness. I'm trying to make as much money off of me as possible in a short window. Mm-hmm. Now, if I'm a team, I got to be able to justify giving you $50, $60 million a year. And I got to mitigate that against how many games are you going to play? Mm-hmm. My ticket sales go down when you're not playing. I can sell out every arena if I got the special player coming from the other team and I got you on the floor.
Yeah.
It hurts me overall if I can't sell all my tickets because, truth be told, the first 10 rows pay for the arena.
Yeah.
And
especially in a market like Charlotte.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I got people who will pay $2,000 and $3,000 for a floor seat here, that makes sense. But it doesn't make sense to quantify and qualify me to be able to pay a player $60 million a year. And if I'm winning, I'm gonna need extra games. But is it worth me going into the first apron or going into the luxury tax?
Yeah. Usually not at all for most teams.
Usually
especially
not at
like a market like Charlotte.
Right.
It's never
you can't justify it. You can't justify spending that much money on one guy, and then I got to turn around and sell tickets. And what if this guy isn't healthy? I got to be able to have enough of a good Q rating to be able to have the TV number, because I got to do my individual TV deal if I'm in the NBA. I got to be able to have my individual TV deal at Bally's or whoever.
Yeah, whoever.
And be able to justify that number, because I got shareholders. I got people who's selling percentages. So for that percentage, if my team eval is at, let's just give it a number. If my team eval is at $8 billion, 10% of that is $800 million. So I need every year my TV contract to cover that nut.
Yeah.
I got to be able to make my shareholders make money. The only way they can make money if they don't is when I sell, and that means I got to put a better product on the floor. It costs me more money.
Well, that's the catch. Like,
right.
You gotta have
if I got a good product.
Well, you don't have to.
Well, no, you don't.
Yeah, you don't have to.
See, and that's the part about it. That's why I tell you sports entertainment. If in your lifetime, in your complete entire lifetime, since you've been aware of football, have the Dallas Cowboys been anywhere near winning a Super Bowl?
No.
Outstanding marketing.
Yeah.
Are the Dallas Cowboys always relevant?
Yeah, always.
Outstanding marketing.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. I don't think Jerry Jones cares if he wins another Super Bowl. Now, if he can make a lot of money on the way to winning a Super Bowl, win-win.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when everybody's sad about him not having a new Super Bowl ring in the last 30 years, all his shareholders are making money.
Yeah, they make him good money.
Great money. And then he privatized the stadium, so it's his stadium.
Yeah, it's
with the same shareholders.
Yeah, it's all his.
So he having all the best concerts, all the best boxing matches. He's having all the best social events.
The best everything.
There.
Yeah, the
right.
best everything. The best everything. Yeah, concerts, you name it.
Right,
like,
and that's the
church,
true mega church. Yeah,
mega church.
And that's the true business of sport. Just like when we talked earlier, Ja Morant trade, LaMelo Ball trade. You got a guy who, if he doesn't have the gun trouble and all the issue, he's already been NBA. He's a 2-time All-Star. He's already hit all the checkpoints on his rookie deal.
Yeah, on the rookie deal.
So you staring down the barrel of paying Ja Morant 5 years, $268 million. And then he get another kicker if you make a new All-NBA team after he signed the extension. So you'd be looking at $300 million. And you got to justify that in Memphis.
Yeah.
That's known for blues music and barbecue.
That's true, but okay. So Memphis,
and mind you, I'm doing it off of 17,500 seats.
Yeah,
and a TV deal. Yeah, because the merch ain't going nowhere. Ain't nobody outside of Memphis buying Memphis merch.
Yeah, that's true.
So I got this one player that everybody buy his merch. I got to do a split revenue share with that player and the NBA PA.
Yeah.
So I'm not ain't like I'm getting all of that money.
You're not getting all the money,
right? And I still got shareholders.
I guess I get it. Like you said, it does go back to the business.
Yeah. In every way, follow the money.
But I guess at a certain point, like you said, there's tiers of markets.
Yeah.
Then you have most of the bigger markets there. They grab the stars gravitate there because it gives them the money for the on the court and then off the court. Like there's synergies there.
Right.
So then, like, what are the lower markets supposed to do?
I'm glad you asked. See, you remember when we were younger, they were fighting for equity. They wanted everybody to be equal. Remember that? When they were like, we need more parity in the league.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Right. So you had since the last 9 champions in the NBA have all been different.
Yeah.
But NBA ain't king. NBA is Swift number 2.
Yeah, not right now.
Only a limited amount of teams have won Super Bowls in the NFL.
Yeah. It's a large portion that haven't won.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Because the money is in a dynasty, the money is in having a villain, the money is in being able to tell a story.
And the 2010s was crazy in the NBA.
Right.
Because you had like 4 players.
That's it.
That was just like
LeBron and Steph.
Yeah.
LeBron and Steph.
That was it.
Let's mix it in. LeBron went to 10.
Yeah. The whole the whole decade.
That's right. So you got to make that guy's the villain. You got to make that guy the bad guy.
Yeah.
Ain't a bad thing, but It moved tickets.
Yeah, entertainment.
It's entertainment.
And we were buying into it.
And you're buying into it.
Yeah, like he's too big. He's worried about all these points. He's going to break the record.
But here's the point. Were you buying into it or were you being fed it? Like, were they feeding it to you, though?
Oh, it was being fed.
So is it more like WWE?
And I think LeBron embraced it.
Is it more like WWE than you think?
It is from that perspective.
I ain't trying to take the curtain off your eyes.
Yeah, it is from that perspective. Right. I get it.
Yeah. You need a bad guy.
But I want those final moments in the game to just be the refs move out the way. Yeah. All the cameras are on. Everybody in the stadium's going crazy. And whoever gets the basket.
Gets the basket.
Okay. That's what I want.
You feel like
we are seeing more. I just want to throw it out there. We are seeing more glimpses into it being entertainment with it mixing with like the gambling and stuff. I don't want to talk much about that, right?
You good, ain't it?
But I just want to say, like, the narrative around the sports, like, it's got to be a certain way for people to buy
in.
Yeah. For us to feel like we want to engage with it.
So this is what I'll give you. And like, we're not going to go into depth. You know, Malik Beasley and all.
None of that. None of that. He's not the only one.
The partner, he's not. Yeah. Terry Rozier. Like, we're not going to touch none of that. What I need you to understand is, what if it's a trade-off that already happened behind your back and you didn't know it? What if the two hands already shook and you didn't see it? So, for what you lost in fair sport, or for what you lost and gained in entertainment value, they made up for it with gambling. So they took something like maybe they took the curtain or they took the blindfold off you a little bit.
Yeah.
But they gave you a way for you to be more interactive with it.
But in a more addictive way.
Bingo.
Yeah. I don't do it. So I get what you're saying though. I get what you're saying.
So it still sounds like tribalism.
Yeah, it does. It's like they're indoctrinating people into that. Yeah.
You don't say.
All right, but that goes back to it's still a passive thing. In Charlotte, it's still a passive engagement with it.
It is, and that's why Charlotte is a middle. It's
a middle market. Yeah, it will never be. I'm not gonna say never, but
Charlotte ain't no bigger market than Pittsburgh.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just time.
But their fans are way more diehard,
right,
in Pittsburgh.
So
at a college level, professional sports, you name it.
So they'll win more Super Bowls.
Yeah. So you're saying we're not gonna in our market? How do we be competitive? I guess. How do we get a Lamar Jackson?
Follow the money.
Okay.
Yeah. Ja Morant made it to the Western Conference Finals. Mm-hmm. Got bounced by Steph Curry. Right. Mm-hmm. You get bounced by Steph Curry. You come back in and you look and you go, man, what happened? Man, we paid all of this money. We made it to the first apron and we lost. So now we paying double.
Yeah, and the
players making their money. Blow it up.
Yeah, blew it up. Quick.
OKC, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Russell Westbrook. Mm-hmm. Man, we know how to build. We can make a team.
Yeah.
And we can save money. Everybody was on their rookie contract. Do I pay James Harden? Trade him away.
Yep.
Do I pay Kevin Durant? Trade him away.
Get rid of him.
And what do? You get your first NBA championship after you blow it up.
Yeah.
You do it in the draft. So if you want to be great, you either scout better, work better,
or work them deals.
Oh, you work them deals.
Yeah, work them deals.
Yeah.
Yeah, OKC did a good job of that. They had like an infinite amount of picks.
Yeah. Knicks did good. So that's what it comes down to. You got to be able to do the work. If you can't work the work, then you'll always be a middle market.
But Knicks have always tried, I feel like.
Tried to what?
Tried to like put it together.
Totally untrue.
You don't think so?
I know not.
The last 20 years.
I give you the last 30.
You don't think?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Mm-mm. Not even close.
All right, so are you saying because they're of their market size they could do more? Or are you just saying in general like they just didn't do
their owner understands the business of sports, which is our original topic. So the business of sports is not, there is no money in winning a championship. The players make more money. The money is in the chase.
The chasing of it.
So what were the Knicks for years? They were the villain of Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that's true.
Then they weren't the villain of Michael Jordan. They were the villain of Reggie Miller.
Mm-hmm.
And James Dolan realized that a long time ago. But James Dolan's father is the one that gave him the team, so it's a family business.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Vince McMahon.
Yeah, they have been villain. Yeah, they have been playing the villain.
Vince McMahon learned from his father. His father, Vincent Sr., was the WWF owner and CEO. He bought the business from his father.
That's crazy.
Sports entertainment.
Vince McMahon, man.
Right. Took a $1 million company to $1 billion a year.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
It's publicly traded and like everything.
But he took $1 million company that his father gave him the game to, which he didn't really teach him, but he learned the game of it.
He learned
the game of it and made it a
He understood
$1 billion
how to make it. How to make it.
Sports entertainment.
Hey, so you heard it from Les Bless, basketball, football.
Man, don't do that to me, man. Don't do that to me, man. Don't do that to me. That makes me feel bad.
That's gonna be the highlight when we let the fellas listen to this.
Is that gonna be the highlight of this show?
That may be the title.
I hope not. Like most of the time when people, you know what I hate? I hate when people come up to me and be like, Les, you were in the shop. I sat down with you and I said, oh man, LaMelo finna get up out of here. And everybody looking at me like, man, why would you say that?
Yeah,
and I can't tell him why. I can't tell him why I said it, but I looked at him and said, oh, he got to go.
That's crazy.
And I looked at him again and said, Miles got to go with him because they best friends.
Yeah, that just don't make sense.
It make all the sense in the world.
It does from that perspective, but from the fan narrative, it makes no sense at all.
Because you're like, we finally got good.
Yeah, like we're good. Like we finished strong, and it's like, all right, like let's give them a full season. It was like, nope.
Do you believe in Con Knipple?
No.
You don't believe in Con Knipple?
No. Not as a. Are you saying what role is he playing? Is he playing number one?
He's playing number 2. He's number 2 guy.
I don't know.
Do you believe in Brandon Miller?
Not as a number 1. No.
Okay, could you put them two together by committee and make a decent team? Could you get Dame and CJ McCollum out of it?
With those two?
Yeah. Can you make them Dame and CJ McCollum?
Oh, can you make them that? I don't know, man. That's tough.
That's tough?
Yeah, that's tough.
I
don't think so.
You can't get Eastern Conference semifinals out of that?
No, I don't think so.
Wow. And the East, we in the East.
No,
the East ain't that big.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
We'll see, but yeah, I don't think the players I just don't think like they're picking the players to be like, hey, this is the best mix for us to be successful. Like to your point, they're saying, hey, like we could sell some tickets, we could sell some jerseys. With this, no matter the record at this point.
Right. What is he
So I don't think they're gonna be, if you're going in with that mindset in a market like Charlotte, I just think it's a tough time unless your team does this gelling thing. And you got the coaching and you got the leadership. You got the ownership.
Okay. Everybody's on a rookie deal. All right.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. They can fill it out.
Right. We can fill it out.
They can fill it out.
We got a trade exception.
Yeah, that's
fair.
fair.
Bring in your 1 star.
Yeah, that's
sell
fair.
Tickets. Like the whole point about it is, you got to make the economics match up with the emotional investment of the market. And if you can do that, you get a quality product on the floor.
Yeah.
You're not going to win a championship. You get a quality product on the floor, and you get revenue. And then you sell jerseys. Like the Panthers in their best times, Jake Delhomme was never a star.
No, he wasn't.
Steve Smith is not an A-tier star.
But you would hear the Panthers in the mix. They would be in the mix.
Right. And they went to a Super Bowl.
And we know Jake Delhomme, like he's revered.
Right.
Some bars in Charlotte. Yeah. He's revered. Yeah, he's revered. I seen people wearing his jersey.
Right. I still see people wearing Jake Delhomme. Shout out to my boy Randall. Yeah.
They be wearing their jersey.
That's what I'm saying. So if you think about it in the business aspect, I ain't saying it's rigged. I'm saying, but if I can tie emotional.
Yeah.
If I can tie an emotional investment from the market,
then they got us.
And with quality economics, that mean I got a good product on the floor, and I'm able to move product in the street.
Yeah.
Then I'm successful.
Yeah, that'll be successful.
You're not gonna win. It's like, and I hate to say this. Shout out to Mac. I hate to say this, and Big Mac love me, but I hate to say this. He's a Buffalo Bills fan.
Oh yeah, that's
right.
Yeah, that's not.
It's a love affair with a woman that you know is gonna cheat on you. You know she finna break your heart. And every year you get close. But every year they move jerseys and sell more tables and they got buffalo wings and beer.
Yeah, but it ain't.
But you're
not winning.
You may never cross the threshold.
And they'll get there at the moment where it's like they drag you along.
Yep.
It's like, man, we about to do it.
Yes.
And then they be out there in Buffalo breaking them tables and then They go home with them broken tables.
And broken hearts.
Yeah, and broken hearts. Yeah,
but they sell a lot of jerseys.
Yeah, they sell a crap ton.
Small, but another small market. Just in a big state.
Another small.
Bingo.
Well, what else is in Buffalo?
The Sabres.
Oh, yeah, Sabres. Okay.
So you got to think about it.
They got two, yeah, like you said, but that's the equation.
That's for the medium size. Now you getting it. Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah.
Milwaukee Bucks.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah. So it ain't like
that's an interesting way to think about Charlotte.
Saying. Like it ain't like I'm tearing the Band-Aid off. It's just
no. That's being
I just want to lay the landscape for you to look back around the world and like you'll get it in a different way.
Because those of us that have been in Charlotte, we're like, Charlotte's growing a lot. Like we're gonna be the next Atlanta. Like, that's what everybody says. It's like I'm not
you can't
on that bandwagon, but it's like like
you can't sustain it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want us to.
No, but it's not like you're different.
Yeah,
it's like
I would not want us.
Even though we're further north than Atlanta, we're like Atlanta's southern cousin. Like you're gonna be there. You find similar things in both, but they can support having a football team, a basketball team, a baseball team, and a hockey team. Yeah, they can support that.
Yeah, and probably if they had another franchise,
if they had
another league, they can go right ahead and just
MLS. They can support whatever you put it because they got the people and they got the fervent fan base. I tell you all the time, like last Super Bowl, I was like really Super Bowl was New England, and I looked at New England and Atlanta 28-3, and a heartbroken city. Yeah, they were dancing at halftime.
Going to the club, ready to go. Man,
now that's a city that if they win an NBA championship,
they would party
or
for
NFL a week.
They would be like New York.
They'd be like New York.
Yeah, they would.
Because for them, it don't exist.
Yeah, they don't even know what it feels like.
The Knicks was like 73, baby. Yeah. We're still doing it for 73. Orange and blue skies, and then you look up, and now they like, let me show you what it really looked like.
Yeah, them Hawks
from the top of the mountain.
Yeah, if all of them Hawks or them Falcons figure it out, it would be pandemonium.
Oh, man.
It would be pandemonium. Yeah, it would be pandemonium. Even if some of the other teams, the hockey team even win.
But just for perspective, how was the ratings when Oklahoma City played the Pacers last year?
No, not good.
You didn't even remember who. Yeah. Right. You're a basketball guy. Yeah, did you even remember who played last year in the final?
No.
Right.
I just remember the winner.
San Antonio played Detroit in the finals 20 years ago. Nobody cared.
That's true. Yeah. No, that is true.
Right.
Because it was like a team.
Bingo.
It was like team versus team and not versus like.
Right. It was team versus Tim Duncan.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
But you got to ask yourself in the mind, like, don't attach the business of it to a star. If you don't attach the business of the sport to a star, that's the one thing you learn from New England having 20 years of greatness and Tom Brady winning his last championship in Tampa Bay. You can't attach it to a star. Michael Jordan finished with the Wizards.
Yeah. But I feel like that was...
LeBron James, we don't even know what LeBron James is going to play next year.
Yeah, it wasn't even attached to winning. It was attached to, like, let's get this money.
Bingo.
Yeah, let's get him in
these shoes. Look at you. Look at you.
All right, so that's the thing.
It don't even take you long to learn.
Oh, my gosh. All right, let's talk about LeBron.